Hello and welcome to another issue of Model Roundup. Today we're going to be working on this 65 Corvette. I'm not going to do a lot to this one, just because I think they did a pretty decent job already. It's really dirty, probably been sitting on a shelf and in a box for quite some time. If you watch my other videos, you'll see that I got that collection of Corvettes, and this one was one of them that came with it. So let's take a look. So it's got this killer top. I believe this model is from AMT. I'm not totally sure about that. If you guys know more than me, please leave it down in the comments. But I love this top. It's really cool, and it's for this model. So I think it was an option that you could have as a custom version. And then, so I do have the regular top also, but you could see that paint's really not all that bad. It's dirty. I think I can shine this up though. Let's see, the sides are kind of, scratched because, paint really doesn't stick too well to the sharp edges. But what I'm thinking is I'll just run probably either some Molotov to make it kind of chrome, or I might just have a white stripe going down the side, really, really small, make it look more like pinstripe. I'm not quite sure yet. It's got all the original wheels on it except for one. I'm missing one tire. I'm hoping I can find that. The engine's missing, but I do have a bunch of spares. Here's the interior. I'm gonna paint that up and make it look a lot better after I clean it, of course, because it is a mess. The bottom, pretty basic. Nothing too special here. It does roll really good, which I like. I don't normally make my models roll, but just because I don't want them rolling off a shelf, but I think that's kind of cool. Let's see, I think I have all the parts for it. The only thing I might be missing is one of these backup brake lights. And you can see there's 65. And I might be missing one of these little guys here. So I'm going to look at my parts bin and see if I can't find it. So the hood actually opens up on these Corvettes this way, backwards, which is really cool. So here's the front bumper. Not too bad a shape. It has some little bit of dechroming on it, which is perfectly fine by me because I think the chrome that comes in kits nowadays is too shiny, looks too toy-like. So I'll typically add a little bit of dull coat to it to kind of dull it down, and so that looks pretty good already. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. I'm going to buff it out. What I plan on using is I've got this Meguiar's Ultimate compound here, and I've had really good luck with it. So okay, so I've got it torn apart. Now what I'm going to do is run it through some warm water with some Dawn dishwashing soap or something like that. Use a nice soft brush. Try to get in a lot of these crevices. And then I will begin painting. So I'm gonna leave this yellow. I'm not crazy about it, but at the same time I kind of want to leave some of the vintageness of it, and it does actually go okay. So I don't think I'm going to mess with it. I think all I'm going to do is, maybe paint the gauges, and the steering wheel is supposed to be a wood grain steering wheel. Maybe I'll probably leave the seats alone, actually, and maybe paint the carpet black. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to look at some interior pictures to see how they came. I would like to add some painting around the doors here, give them a little more definition. But, honestly, there's really not a lot of detail on them, so that I may leave those alone. I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel as I'm painting. So, yeah. Okay, so you can see here I've got it wet. I've got some soap on it. And what I'm going to be using to take it off is I've got one bigger brush that's really soft. And then I've got another one that's a little harder. And that'll allow me to get in some of these crevices right here. Some of the stuff that the bigger brush just may not be. It's a very soft brush. So, and all I'm going to do is just kind of brush it over everything. And what I'm trying to do is just get that crud layer off. I'm not trying to make it perfect. but I do want to get all the dirt off so that when we do go to wax it, that I won't have any of that dirt on there. So I'm gonna fast forward this and I'll be back.